everyone. Good morning. Oh, it's hard to see in these glasses. Guys, I'm in such a beautiful location right now. I headed over to the Maldives as a birthday treat for myself. And it's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. It's such a lovely location. Just look. This is just one of the islands. And yeah, there's so many more to explore. Apparently there's 1,000. Yeah, it's gorgeous. But it just made me think, I was speaking to an old client last night, and it also kind of lines up with a post that I put on my personal Instagram about, I have a grateful list this month. As I'm turning a very big age, I decided to do a grateful list to kind of mention all the people I'm grateful for. And I was talking about a lady called Tamsin Lejeune. She's the director of what was the Ethical Fashion Forum, now it's called the Common Objective. And when I started in this line of my business, I interned with them and kind of inspired me, and I did my first speaking engagement through the Ethical Fashion Forum because I was recommended to speak at the House of Lords, and I spoke at the House of Lords as my first speaking engagement ever in a professional sense for my business. So I was talking about that and the confidence that I was lacking. If you're here with me, just say hello so I know you're here. Put a little message and say who you are so I know who you are. But yeah, it was just made me think about confidence, the importance of confidence, the importance of feeling confident in what you're doing and how it will affect your business. Many people I found, like when I was speaking with this old client yesterday, who's going to sign up for some of my new programs, which is Spark, the online course. She's going to sign up for that. We're just talking about, where she's at with her business. She's a bit stagnant and it's made her lose confidence. And she knows that, she said to me, her business cannot move forward without my support. But she said her business it can't go forward without my help. Basically, she had lost confidence. So much had been going on since she'd kind of paused, and life gets in the way. And she goes, I just know if I don't do it now, if I do it later, something is always going to get in the way. And that's what I tell my clients. That's the reality of life. You want to do something, you want to pursue that business, you want to create that Fashion Made in Africa business and do it. You have such a big dream, big vision, but then you put it off. Anyway, so she said that she can't go forward without my help. She won't be able to move the business forward without my help. And I just said to her, you know what, I'm glad you saw that, and I'm glad, yes, I'm the one with the program based in England, that's me. It's the Spark program, or the Fab Coaching. It helps you to create and build your fashion business in Africa. If you go to joinsparkonline.com, you'll see it there for the online course. It's open now, and the people have already signed up and they're part of the program. So I do encourage you. So she wanted to join. She wanted to do something. She's taken time out and life gets in the way. And she recognised that life gets in the way. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you start today or you start tomorrow. That famous saying, why put off today? Why put off tomorrow what you can do today? And it's very true. Because there's going to be something. There's going to be something happens in the family. There's going to be something happens in your job. Something you get ill. Like I got ill a few weeks ago. But I still pushed through, and I had a challenge, a training that I had on. I still pushed through. I did it, and then I went back to bed and I rested. But when you need time out, I'm here, but I'm still sitting with you guys, because I just think when you really want something, when you really want to do something, you just do it. Serious people don't procrastinate. Procrastinators very rarely get somewhere because they're always thinking about everything. They need to check everything out. They need to process everything. They worry and concern. But do you really want to do that business thing? I'm just saying that I'm here on this trip now, on my birthday holiday, and I was just thinking about stuff because I was doing my grateful list. And I just remember the first person who recommended me to talk publicly, and it was Tamsin Lejeune of Ethical Fashion Forum. I interned with them when I started my business, and she put me forward to speak at the House of Lords, a very prestigious venue in London. As you guys will know, House of Commons, House of Lords, where all the politicians sit and all the big laws are made. So I got to speak there. And I managed to get connected with different people, meet different communities and of people within the industry, and I got to share who I am and what I'm doing. And that was really important, because getting yourself out there, networking is what I've learned. Network is your net worth, is who you know. And one good thing about joining the work that I do, joining my community, is that you're connected with the people that I'm connected to. And that will help you get started in your business, because we need to get the word out. You know, algorithms on social media make it tough. Facebook's making it tougher. Unless you're paying for advertisement, it's getting tougher to connect with people. So the more that you are in communities with the right people, the easier it is for you to build that business. And so confidence comes when you connect with the right people. Confidence comes where you step out of your comfort zone. You may not want to do that bungee jump, but when you do it, you feel stronger that you can do other things. You may not want to do that public speaking because it's scary, but when you do it, then you just get more confident. And that's what happened to me. Because trust me, I've done stuff at my church before, the youth ministry, and I've been the MC for the day and so forth, but I was always just terrified. I prefer to be at the back. Doing all this stuff would never have been me, sitting in the front and talking to people, and always been concerned about how I look. And then, when you do this as well, you do get some very interesting comments. People like to tell you exactly what they think about you. But then as you get older, you just learn to not care anymore. So what? If someone doesn't like how you look, screw them. Probably don't like how they look. Anyway, the point is, stepping out of your comfort zone is the first step to confidence. I'm really thinking about this, guys, because I know it's my birthday time and I'm taking time out, but I'm thinking of doing a little bit of a free training kind of thing. I don't know what you want to call it. And it's going to be just talking about the different elements that take you through creating and building a fashion made in Africa business. What do you think about that? Because I want to keep giving guys value. I mean, yes, you go through my training is the best way you're going to get the value. That's the best way you're going to get the tools that you need to implement. But some of you may still be procrastinators, may still be checking me out. Like, sometimes you guys tell me that you've been watching me for a year, 2 years. And I'm like, what is this? 2 years watching me and you don't come and connect, and you don't. But it's fine. Everyone needs their time. I've needed that. It's taken me 10 years to build this business. It's taken me 10 years to do what I'm doing. But, Rome wasn't built in a day, as the saying goes. But what I do say is, connect. Get connected. If you really want this, you get out what you put in. And I put a message on that yesterday. You can't be angry for what you haven't got, because you haven't put in the work that you needed to put in. So you need to go out and do the work. Anybody else who decides to join up. But yeah, I think I'm going to do that, because this lack of confidence, this lack of information, this lack of support, this lack of confidence, this lack of information is something that I want to break that. I want to break that from you guys. I want you to move into places where you're stepping out and creating a business. Because this is what I say. When I can help somebody to create and build their Fashion Made Africa business, it's like I'm touching extra lives, because you're going to go on, you're going to then set up businesses in Africa, you're going to go on and you're going to create legacy business, you're going to create legacy businesses, you're going to create impact on the ground. And people, as I keep saying, this is a fashion business. You're going to create money. It's worth $2.4 trillion as it is as an industry internationally. Africa is 15.5 billion. So you cannot lose out. If you're creating product, you're going to be creating finance, okay? So you got this opportunity. Yeah, the confidence will change. Now you're on the path. Just follow the support I'm giving you, follow the steps, follow the training, get through all of that, Courtney. You'll build in your confidence. And the more that you step out, and I'll push you, don't worry. When we're in those groups together, you just ask questions, you show up. You cannot lose out. The more you show up, the more that you step out of your comfort zone, the more you will gain. It's happened for me. And like I said, me just going to intern at the Ethical Fashion Forum got me an opportunity to speak at the House of Lords. From there, I've spoken at FIT in New York, the fashion school. I've spoken at the European Commission. I've spoken on BBC. I've spoken on various TV channels. I've been interviewed for magazines and so forth. You know, fashion makes a lot of money. And we want to do things responsibly because it also has a negative impact if you don't do things sustainably. And I go to a lot of these ethical fashion events so that I can find out what's happening and I can let you guys know about it. You know, that's what I do, it's what I teach people. I go to trainings, I go to conferences that they won't always let everybody in, but because of my connections, because of what I do, I'm allowed in. So you send me a DM, we can talk, and we can get you that coaching support. But it's going to take you really stepping out of your comfort zone. It's going to take you committing of your time, commitment of your finances, of course, not even just for my fees, but also for you setting up a fashion business. You're going to be committed to do that because you're going to set up business in Africa, and you have to be committed to energy. If you can do those three things, then I've got you the rest of the way. So you give me your time, you invest financially, and you commit with your energy, and the rest of the stuff I've got you. So my background is design, 20 years design, working internationally, China, Turkey, Germany, and of course London. So I've absolutely got you. So yeah, message me and we can set up a time to speak as well. We'll have a call and we'll discuss that. Yeah. And the call is, it's just a conversation that we will have. We'll speak about what you're doing, and I'll tell you about the options for coaching. And you're committed, then we'll sign you up straight away. There'll be no time for procrastination. It'll be, let's just do it. Okay? So then this summer, you can be having your business ready set up. You'll have samples. You can be ready making Africa, and you can be selling that stuff to be joining the 2.4 trillion that the fashion industry is worth, okay? So let's do this. I prefer beginners. I prefer those who don't have the full experience, because when you come with avid knowledge, it can sometimes affect you willing to learn. I've got people saying, I've got a fashion degree, I don't need all this other stuff, but your degree doesn't qualify you for knowing Africa. You need a whole degree in understanding Africa to do this fashion business, because I went in with my degree. I have 3 degrees. Yeah, I'm one of those. Boffins, as we call them in England. But I have 3 degrees and still went into Africa 10 years ago, setting up my business, and I got duped. I got police involved because of my tailor ran off with my stuff. It was a nightmare, and it wasn't, I'm ashamed of it in that sense, but I learned from it. I didn't just sit on the fact that happened. I learned from that and I moved on. And I learned a method. I created a system, and I implemented all my fashion knowledge, experience, and all the context that I had, and I put information into a system which I now call the Africa Roadmap, and that's what I put in my trainings, so that people like yourself won't have to go through the nonsense that I did. Because people get recommended by friends and so forth. And all of this I'm going to talk about, because I'm tired of hearing that, the routes that people are going in the wrong ways. So I'm going to do some training, just be us talking and me updating you guys on what's going on and ways that you can do things better. But to get deeper insight, to get deeper training and the tools to equip you today and move forward with one of my trainings. So we've got Spark online course, join sparkonline.com, or if you want to go forward with some more deeper coaching with one-to-ones, working with me over 3 to 6 months, then DM me, send me a message, and we will directly talk and we'll get you signed up to the Fab coaching program. So yes, that's it. I'm going to get back to listening to a little bit of piano music, and having my green tea that I really should stop drinking, but it's just so good. And this juice thing that makes my teeth go blue. I don't know what they put in it there. No, I think it's berries. I don't know which berries. Cherries and blueberries, I think it is, and some other fruits. It's good stuff though. And just continue to look at this beauty around me. Ugh.